It's recording right now. Position that up there.
You're on.
I'm on.
Go.
Well, welcome to Chez Ken, the house of evil and fun. Today, I, the instructor Ken Boyle, am going to instruct my friend, Mr. Dan Look, who is a rower, but he wants to perfect his stroke and help me out, actually. So, with that, I am going to now demonstrate how to disassemble and reassemble this erg. This happens to be a Model C, which I've owned for about 20 years. And it's old and a little weathered, but it's still very capable. It was designed and built by the Dreisacker brothers, who were national team rowers. And they also happened to graduate from MIT, so they built a very sturdy machine, which can become an infamous doorstop if not used, but in my case it's been used quite a bit. So let me demonstrate how to disassemble this. First thing we do is release the catch on the bottom, the latch, and lift this apart. And I happen to have a heart rate monitor connection there. Take this. And typically the way they store these machines, they store them, push the monitor down, store them like this. So either a gym or a gym closet or something. Oops, can't see me here. They store them like this. So now I'm going to reassemble this. That in there, and tighten the latch, which locks it in place. And now I'm going to have to reconnect this heart rate tab here. Okay, so that's pretty much all set. Now, you position yourself on the erg with your weight distributed nicely on the seat. If you have any questions, Dan, just jump right in.
Yep.
Pull the monitor up. Now, Model E machines, the erg is fixed like that. I prefer the monitor to be at my eye level. That way my head is not bobbing up and down. Then you may put it at a position that you feel comfortable with. The baffle setting, fan setting, goes from 1 to 10. Now a 10 is representing the drag that an 8 would put out. So a lot of drag. And we as indoor rowers probably will never be at a 10. See a lot of dingbats in the gym rowing at 10. We don't do that. And then at the other extreme, 1, that's a sleek Empacher $20,000 single greasing through the water. You should probably be between a 3 and a 5 on this scale over here.
What's that do?
That sets the opening for the fan baffle. So when you have it higher up, it closes it. When it's down, it's open. So it creates more drag effect. Now, since this is an old machine, you may find that a 4 on another machine may not be what you really like. So what I recommend is you find an erg drag number that you like, a drag factor. And the way you do that is you open up your monitor, and go to more options, and you'll see drag factor. So select the drag factor, and then grab the handle, and so that's 122. I think that's too high. 118. I think it should be more like 115. So let's. So there's 113. Let's just notch it up a little bit. Should be at 115. 114.
So you can set the drag factor on the machine any way you need it.
Well, what you're trying to do is this number is portable to any machine in the world. That position on that fan, the baffle thing, is not. So an 8 on this machine would not give you the same drag factor as an 8 on another machine.
Okay.
So,
So what you do is you set the drag factor to the machine.
right. So there's 115. Now I'm told that Olympic rowers like 115. So that's good enough for us. All right. So we have that set, we have this set, and let's talk about the handle. To store the machine, you always store the machine with the handle up into this guard here. And the reason you do that is it keeps the tension off of the spring, which i.e. means it'll live a lot longer. Now, I've had this machine for 20 years, and it's a little bit loose. There is a way to tighten it using the straps underneath, and I have tightened it, but it's all right, it's working fine right now. But during the time that you're doing your pieces, you can use this latch.
Okay.
So, storage, active. Okay. And I'm going to show you a pick drill. A pick drill is something that every rower knows how to do. Typically when a boat goes out, the whole boat goes through a pick drill. 2s, 4s, 8s, whatever. Doubles, 4s, 8s. The first thing is how to position your feet on the foot stretcher before we begin. You want your feet to be positioned in such a way that the balls of your feet are just ahead of the strap. In my case, I have it down one set. Now you may like it like that, or you may like it like that. But I happen to like it like that, and I'll show you what this looks like. So if I tighten that like that, you'll see that the ball of my foot is positioned right ahead of where this strap is, and it's at what I think is the maximum position for power during the drive. Okay, so after you've set that up, now we'll do the picture. Feet out. And the reason we're doing it feet out is because feet out forces you to keep your balance and to keep your feet driving down on the foot stretchers. So clearly if your feet are up here like this and you're trying to drive, you're not getting any, there's no power involved there. So we're going to do this warm-up, feet out, to build some muscle memory. So here's a picture. It's a picture that every boat in the world does. So we're going to start with arms only. So it's, and you notice there's a little layback. I'm laid back to about 1 o'clock. During your warm-up, you're going to do 10 of each one of these. Okay, so that's arms only. You can see I straighten my arms. My wrists are flat. My arms are parallel to the floor, and the chain is parallel. Now we're going to go to arms and body. Arms and body. Arms and body. So it's arms away, body over. Arms away, body over. Arms away, body over. We're going to do 10 of those. Then you're going to add in corner slide. So, keeping your feet flat on the straight, foot straight. So that's quarter slide. You're going to do 10 of those. Then you're going to go to half slide. So there's half slide. Arms over your knees before you bend your knees. Arms over your knees before you bend your knees. Arms over. I'm famous for cheating a little bit. So it's arms away, body over, half slide. Keeping the body angle, establishing your body angle. So 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock. 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Now we'll go to 3/4 slide. Now we'll go to full slide. Okay, that's the picture. So during your warm-up, you're going to set in 1,000 meters, and you're going to do a pick drill to start, feet out. And then you're going to go into regular rowing, which I am now going to demonstrate and talk about the specific positions of the rowing stroke. And we'll start at the catch. So at the catch, and I have to be feet out, but at the catch, your wrists are flat, parallel. You're not choking the handle, but you have a firm grip. Your arms are parallel to the floor. And your knee and your legs are perpendicular. The shins are perpendicular. So this is a perfect catch position. So then you drive, holding the body angle, and then you finish. This is the finished position. Notice my wrists are flat, my arms are parallel to the floor. Then it's arms away, so wrists are flat, arms are flat, the chain is parallel to the floor, body over to the 11 o'clock position. Notice my hands are over my knees, and then easy up the slide. This is the recovery phase. And then it's feel the catch. When I mean feel the catch, it's like when you're in a boat and you're at the catch position and your oar is back here. And you start going to the water, and there's a little backsplash. You feel the water and the boat and the water start to move. That's the point I'm talking about. And you can feel the fan turning. So you come up and you feel the catch. And when you feel it, then you drive with your legs, hold your body angle, come back to the finish again. So it's arms away, body over, easy up the slide, a ratio of about 2 to 1. Feel the catch, and then drive. So it's like this. Feel the catch, drive, arms away, body over, easy up the slide. This will be cut. You hear a coxswain say, fast arms away. You just want your arms and the oar to come away fast. Fast arms away. Feet are planted right squarely on the foot stretcher. Now there's a little, your heels come up a little bit at the catch position. It's okay. I want to get them down as fast as you can. Feel the catch. Drive with your legs. Hold your body angle and finish. Arms away, body over. So that's stroke. And you're going to do that a million times in your life. You're always trying to make it perfect. You want the chain to be steady, parallel to the floor. Arms and legs straight. Okay, so that's a stroke. Now, there are some common errors that you see quite a bit in the gym. And one thing to remember when you're rowing is when the seat moves, the handle moves. So you got your body angle, the seat moves, the handle moves. When you see in the gym, a lot of people go whoop, or shooting a slide. They go whoop, whoop, whoop. And then we got the other extreme is no, is whoop. See a lot of people go like this, particularly women, old women do that. So the handle is moving way before the seat. And then my favorite is almost a combination of them all. The knees come up and, oh, I gotta get over that. Oh, I gotta get over that. And now the chain is bouncing up and down. You're losing all kinds of power. It's kind of like a frog. Knees up. Oh, I gotta get over that. Knees up. Oh, I gotta get over that. And then, the note, the one I was talking about before that catches me is, during my recovery, my knees start to tap up just a little bit, so I have to concentrate. So it's arms away, body over, and then bring your knees up. So when the handle is over your knees, you can start to bring them up. Fast arms away helps with that. Okay. I think I've covered everything. Safety. Safety, yeah. Okay. When you get on the machine, make sure that your shirt is tucked into the back. I have caught my shirt in the rollers many times. And one thing that you don't want to do, and believe me, it's easy to do because I've done it, especially after a 2,000-meter piece. You get to the end of what, your piece, which in this case is 2,000 meters, when you're exhausted, and you let go of the handle, and the handle flies into the machine. It just jams into the bed. You don't want to do that. And similarly, you don't want to twist the handle around like this. You don't want to row with one hand. Two hands. Two hands. And you want to make sure that, the space around you is clear. Now, we're going to talk about the logbook. Now, I'm a logbook fanatic. I've got 25 years of heart rate data here, starting when I was, first started to roll, like when I was in the 50s, early 50s. And here's, the last 2 years worth of data right here. And I've made an indentation here for where I want you to enter yours. So you're going to enter your warm-up, you're going to enter meters, the average split, the strokes per minute, the average strokes per minute, and the watts. The reason I do watts is because I have some watt calculations that I do when I'm in real training, but we'll leave that for another day. And your heart rate max. So you're going to record what your heart rate max was at the end of the warm-up, what your heart rate max was at the end of the 10-minute piece, which I'm going to have you do, and what your heart rate was after the minute on, minute off. And then we're going to do a cool down, feet out, and you're not trying to break the world record with the cool down. You're just trying to get your heart rate to come down, but it's active. So you're going to watch very carefully your heart rate. And At the end of that, we're gonna record that. So you're gonna have your heart rate max for your workout for today, and your heart rate, ending heart rate, after 1,000 meters. And why do we do that? Well, the next time you do a workout like this, say a minute on, minute off, you'll be able to look back and say, wow, I did more meters, my heart rate max was less, and oh look, my heart rate ending was lower. Now what does that tell you? That tells you that your body is conditioning itself. You are making your oxygen to muscle transition more efficient. And so the more you do, like a lot of steady state and some AT workout, you're going to find that you go farther in the same amount of time with a lower max heart rate, and your ending heart rate is going to be lower. So those two things will be able you'll be an indication that yes, indeed, I'm getting stronger, better, more cardio fit. Any questions on that?
Nope, that sounds good.
What is your, do you know what your max and min heart rates are?
My resting heart rate is around a 67.
Okay,
I've gotten my max up to about 155.
okay, so let's just say your max is 160, and so the difference between 160 and 67 is roughly, what, 94? 93.
93.
So the 93, that's your heart rate reserve. So you can formulate your workouts based on your heart rate reserve. So you can calculate what your steady state should be, your AT workouts, which is anaerobic threshold, TR, which is transition, and then max. And this is called the Karvonen heart rate method. So you take that difference, and for the workout you're going to do today, you're going to do a 10-minute steady state. And I'm going to take 80% of that 93 and add it back to your minimum heart rate. And that's the maximum that your heart rate should be during this workout that you're going to do.
Okay.
So we're going to monitor that. And plus, let's establish, what is your best, say, 30 or 20-minute split time?
I don't know.
Take a guess. 220?
Yeah, 220, 225.
All right, let's use 218. So for this steady state workout, we're going to do your 30-minute split time, which you're going to use 218. We're going to add 10 seconds to it. So I want you to row 228 with a heart rate not to exceed 80% of your heart rate reserve added to your minimum, at a stroke rate of 20 to 24.
How do you manage that?
You're going to see your heart rate, your stroke rate, and your split times are all going to be right here. Now, initially, the heart rate is going to be manageable, but you're going to see the heart rate increase, increase, increase. So if your heart rate gets to the point where it's going to go over, then drop your splits. Heart rate is the most important thing. So we're going to manage the stroke rate, the heart rate, and your split. So we know your splits are 228, and I'll calculate what your heart rate should be.
Okay.
Okay? So let me say again.
How do I use the monitor?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I was going to set in, I forgot to do one thing. That's a good question. I'm going to set in here a minute on and a minute off,
Okay.
which is what I'm going to ask you to do. So what you do is you go to the main menu, select workout. It's a new workout. And we're gonna do it at time intervals, because it's gonna be a minute on and a minute off.
Okay,
And the reason it's not a variable is because we're gonna do a minute on, a minute off continually, but in your case, we're gonna do it 5 times. So if we were gonna do a minute on, a minute off, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off, then we would use the variable. But in this case, we're gonna use the interval. So there's the minute on right there. So you come down here to the rest time and set in a minute. So right now, and I'm gonna say okay, and voila, it's showing up here with a minute. Now I like to have the monitor display